why I decided to get so involved was because I was the most unmotivated student at high school, and I thought, hey, Baruch College might be a new opportunity for me. Let me see what opportunities there are.
So I knew from day one coming here that I absolutely wanted to get involved. I had no idea with what at the time, but I'm an active person, an active student in high school, and so I have to be an active student in college as well. I found my home after jumping around with 6 or 7 organizations during that first semester at the Ticker, and it absolutely paid off because at the end of my first year, I was elected editor-in-chief of the paper.
So I just took part in a all-night bike tour from my professor of anthropology, Ken Guest. It was awesome. We started at 10 o'clock at night. We started at Columbia and went all throughout the city, stopping at a whole bunch of places and even a Chinese restaurant in the middle of the night. And we ended with a sunrise on the Brooklyn Bridge, which was incredible, and I'm so glad I did it. I hope you can do it too.
I'm involved in this program called Let's Get Ready. So basically what I do is I go over to the west side and I tutor kids who were disadvantaged basically, and I teach them SAT prep, how to apply to college, the tips and tricks, basically that entire awful process that you guys just went through.
Community service is also really essential to your growth as a student because it gives you the opportunity to see how you interact in an environment that's not academic, which is what you're going to be doing probably the rest of your life. So, and it's also an opportunity to give back. And you can do that anywhere. When I studied abroad,
I studied abroad multiple times doing field research in environmental science and in archaeology in Barbuda, Honduras, Iceland, Brazil, and Kenya. And so part of wanting to study abroad in all these places was getting to know people from different cultures and trying to make connections of maybe where I wanted to go, because I didn't really know entering college where I wanted to go. I just knew that I wanted to go somewhere.
While I was in China, I also wrote a thesis that dived into how the social concept of guanxi, which is kind of like a social system of reciprocity that there is in China, how that plays into business agreements and negotiations and job offers that happen later on.
I recently, after my first semester, got on with a faculty member helping out to promote undergraduate research. It's been a ton of fun, and I didn't think I would be able to get into it right away. My freshman
senior year, I was doing research in organic chemistry, and there we just basically applied the knowledge I gained from my class the previous year, both organic chemistry 1 and 2, and it was hands-on. I learned a great deal, and we actually got published. Well, submitted, so hopefully it got published.
One of the most valuable things about my experience at Baruch College has been an honors student, because I think that it's helped me sort of put the pieces together and everything that I was curious about. And one of those things has been my thesis. So honors students are encouraged to do theses, but I think the important thing to think about is what long-term project would you be interested in taking the time to explore? And for me, doing a thesis was probably the capstone project of my experience as an honors student.
Nice that it was kind of forced upon us, because as a college student, like, I probably wouldn't choose to spend my money on a ticket to a show, or maybe I would choose to go out to the bar on Friday night instead of go to see a show. So this was like nice that at least kind of once a semester you had to go and see something creative, and I'm grateful for that.
It's really easy. Like, honestly, you're gonna go out, you're gonna go with a bunch of your friends, you're gonna have a really good time. Like, it's not gonna cost you anything. So it's like a night out, and you get to see the city, and like you'll know the arts or the theaters all around the city.
My advice to all you incoming freshmen is get involved, be excited, and be as enthusiastic as possible, and get to know your advisors. That's definitely some good advice.
Get involved in everything at Baruch. Join everything, talk to everyone. The easiest way to find out about new stuff is not only looking on the Baruch website, but like asking around, because the kids who are juniors and seniors have a wealth of information that you should definitely like tap on them to ask for. Yeah, I would definitely recommend that.
My advice for incoming freshmen would be to step outside of your comfort zone and do something you normally wouldn't.
I think that definitely my study abroad experience was really kind of like a pivotal moment for me. My involvement in the financial leadership program and my strong academics and my cultural experience all helped me land like a really great internship at Morgan Stanley last summer. And all of that has kind of culminated into an experience that I'm really excited to get started on, which is I was accepted to the Venture for America Fellowship.
I've gotten so much value from my liberal arts courses as a business major. The analytical conversations, the extra that is expected of you and given to you because they expect you to give so much more. Having someone believe in you like that as an honor student, there's no words to explain the way that that can feel and the way that it pushes you forward to do more. And I really hope that you learn and you gather as much as you can as your time as a Baruch Honors student.